I do apologize off the bat. I sound awful. I'm pretty sick, and sound quality is gonna have to pay. As far as I look awful. Sorry about that. Nothing I can do. Right, today I'm going to show you a little bit of how and what I use to design things that I use on the bike. It's a free software that anyone can use. All you need to do is open an account, and it's not something you download to your computer. It's something online. It's called ThinkCAD. I'll put a link on below. And today I'm going to design a very simple battery box. More likely it's not going to be the finished product. It's just something I'm going to start off working with. I'm a novice at these things, so the things I put together I don't expect to be the final product. Yeah, I usually go through several of them before I get to what I really want. And for the most part, everything I've shown you is designed by me, a complete amateur, but this tool is very simple to use and anyone can get started. So I endorse and I recommend everybody try to use it because as a first program, because it's really easy to learn and it's free. Some programs cost money, this one's completely free. It's software online, so you can use it from any computer. So if you want to work on something at work or on a different computer, you can. And all your files are saved online. And yeah, it's good. Today I want to also show you my little knife. I went ahead and melted it together using the soldering iron. So yesterday I made it to open letters, and now it's super solid. Now it's really durable. And I just took the soldering iron to it and melted it at the joint, and it doesn't fold or do anything. It's just almost a solid piece. Not perfect, but it gets the job done, which is opening letters. So very, very, very useful for what I needed, which is just, see, I couldn't have asked for more. But yeah, I like this little clever thing. I'm probably going to use it to try to see if I can peel um, residue off the plates, and it would just be my go-to hand tool. Today's snack is these guys, and we're jumping into this early because after this segment, it's going to go right into ThinkCAD, and then it's going to go to my slicer, and you get to see what I use to slice programs. I'm using the excuse me, Ultima Cura. I'm using Cura basically to slice all my prints. It works really well. You can tweak it a lot, and I really like the program. It's always yielded pretty good results. It's everything I've used is free, and give it a try. Find out what works for you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to go through each of my settings. We're going to have a breakdown of what settings I use, what speed, what temperature, the whole 9 yards, so you guys can take a look. Some people are curious. Those who are thinking about getting started, this is probably a good video for you. Those who have already been printing for a while, it's just going to go over things you already know. But let's get to the snacks. Today's snacks are these guys. They are potato chips, but they're shaped more like French fries, and they taste closer to French fries than chips. We got these at the family, 7-Eleven. And these are spicy. It's one of the few spicy snacks we have. Now, I come from where hot Cheetos are really popular. They're not as popular out here. So I'm always really excited when I find a spicy snack. They're really good. They almost taste like Ruffles. A little thicker, and they're just separated instead of being in like individual Ruffles from Ruffles. They taste a little better though. They taste more like a potato. Like they have a more of a natural texture. And they're really, really good. I recommend them if you want something spicy. These are your go-to. They're not super spicy. They're about as spicy as hot Cheetos. But they're really good. The Latin in me would probably put Tabasco sauce on them. I can't help myself. It's been a good day. I didn't ride just because inclement weather and my health not being that top notch. So I'll probably ride tomorrow or here in about 2 hours. It's about 5:22. So I'm taking the young ones to a school event, and I'll probably ride the e-bike. Hopefully this is done printing and I can just everything fits and I'll just put it on. I'll just slap it on the bike and then we'll be ready to go. Thank you for joining us, and I welcome any suggestions. If you design something on ThinkCAD and you want to print it out, but you don't have a printer or your printer's not up and running, send it to me. I'll at least test it out for you and see if it works, and then see if it's what you want it to print to, and see if it functions in a way that you want it to function, or it looks like what you expect it to look like. All right, thank you very much. Let's get some of this. I'll see you next time. All right then, here's me working with ThinkCAD. I'm trying to design the box for the battery, and so far I think it looks pretty good. I'm just going to build the bottom part, and I'm going to mount it where there would normally be a little water bottle. And it's basically two shapes, just a long rectangle and a slightly larger rectangle. Now the one inside is the size of the battery, and the one on the outside is slightly larger. I'm going to go ahead and combine the two. I put a cylinder underneath because the bike has a little bit of a curve, and that runs from front to back. And then I'm going to put two holes going all the way down, two cylinders going all the way down for the screws. And this is me combining them. Pump. And there you go. Simple as that. You see how you can make use simple objects to make these clever little designs. So it should be solid from here to here and hollowed out from around this point and up. I can separate them and tweak them, but basically this is what I want for now. All I need to do is put two cylinders down the middle and I'll be set. Alright, here's my slicer, and this is basically what turns an image into something the printer can read. Now there's two ways once you slice it, you can either save it on the little USB the printer comes with, or you can print it from an online server. Both are free, both are easy to work with. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and save it on the USB so I can shut down my computer, or in case something happens. Yeah. Ooh, it might not fit. There might be no way of making this fit just right. Let's turn it around and see what happens. Let's move. Oh, it's close. Let me take away the brim. Oh, that might work. Okay, the print is about 100 and it's about 15 centimeter, which is the exact length of my printer, which is a no-go. But if I angle it like this, it looks like it'll fit. I think that looks good. Let's add a little brim. Okay, now that you know that it'll fit in the space allotted, you can play with the qualities on the right hand side. Layer height is usually how fine quality it is. Thickness is how thick you want the walls. If you're building like knife or gear or something like that, you'd want thicker wall because that's where most of the stress is. So it doesn't matter for this one because it's really thin walls. Bottom thickness doesn't matter for this. Well, actually, I want that at 3, which is pretty thick considering. Infill, there's not much to fill in. We'll leave it at the 45%. And again, I'm a novice still, so I'm shooting from the hip here. Temperature, let's go with 210. Well, if it's not broke, why change it? So we'll leave that at that speed. Brim. Now brim is important because it keeps the part from even though you put glue and tape on the base to keep it to keep it to make it stick. The brim really helps it stay in place and keeps it nice and flat so the part doesn't get all warped on you. And normally I go for a large amount, but since we're tight on space, we're gonna go for 2 if we can fit that. Can I get away with 2? I can get away with 2. We'll go with 2, and the speed is 150, which is really high, but this printer lately has been doing really well at that speed. Do we want support? Yeah, let's get support for the middle part. Let's just say wherever it's touching the plate. And our total time is going to be, it's like 3 hours. And that's fine. I'm going to print this while I sleep. So this should work out well for us. It has a hose down the middle for the screws where it normally holds a water bottle. And any other changes I can make, I can make with the drill or with the soldering iron. Save to remove a file. Let's rename it. Battery. Save to file. And it's good. Now we move the USB to the printer and get going.